friend Amanda. Met many years ago. Had a job. Now she's a lovely nurse. Anyways, Amanda, your question was focusing on the present, I believe. Let me just double check it. Focusing on the present. There we go. Well, yeah, do that. Yeah, it's important. And as I've alluded to many times in many videos and posts, we are beings prone to amnesia. So it is important to, especially when we're not feeling happy or fulfilled or whatever, or we're off in any way in our lives, then that's definitely a sign to focus on the present. Because focusing on the present is focusing on the moment. When you focus on the moment, you're really just getting closer, depending on what that means for you, being present in the moment. You're closest to your true state of being state. So that's what they mean when people say, when I say return to stillness, or when you see people, monks and stuff going to deep, long periods of silence and meditation, those kinds of things. We're trying to tap into that. There's also other belief systems and spiritualities that talk about that strictly are all about being in the moment. And yeah, when we're in the moment, that we're no longer purchasing our thoughts, meaning we don't hold on to them as beliefs, because it's holding on to the beliefs that makes us suffer. Because life's always changing, and if you're holding on to something, you're rigid while everything's changing, and then of course it brings up our fears of the unknown and the fears of change, and that's when humans suffer. So it's best to play with beliefs rather than hold on to them. But so when we're in the moment, we're less in the thoughts and beliefs and in expectations, or depending if we're really in the moment, we have none at all. I mentioned this example before of if you've ever, as either an adult or even as a little kid, if you ever just found yourself just sitting outside on a sunny day, you're playing with sticks, just sitting there, just chilling, maybe you're waiting for somebody, whatever, it's quiet, and you're looking at sun, dance on the ground or whatever, shadows, and you're not really having any thoughts. Well, you're not dead, right? You're not thinking, so does that mean you're dead because your mind's not, your persona's not thinking? No, you're still there, it's your being state. So you're in the moment. And of course, that's when the greatest magic can be found. I mean, magic is found in everything. This is all magic. But in the moment is when the magic is found. It also helps, the more we can ground in the being in the moment, it helps when we come back to the mind and the world, because it changes our perception. So the more we can be in the moment, then when you come out of it, yeah, those problems and challenges are still going to be there. But the longer you spend in those moments, then when you come back, you bring some of that back with you, some of that being state. So you're a little pulled back more. So you're a little more detached from it. So you're able to make better decisions, or better yet, not make a decision. Now just make a movement instead of making a decision. It just feels right after that long walk or whatever, or that hot bath, or whatever it is you did to be in the moment. So yeah, being in the moment is super important. We want to do it all the time anyways. I mean, it's just a great state to be in, and the benefits just ricochet through your life. They just vibrate outwards. So yeah, as much as you can, always be in the moment, and especially when you find that you're struggling in any way, shape, or form, then it's definitely time to be in the moment. And so be in the moment could be anything. It could be staring out the window and just not having any thoughts, or if the thoughts are coming, just not purchasing them. Just let them come and go, and without condemning them or holding on to them, just let them go. And the more you sit in those moments, it's just you'll be in a wonderful state that is the real you, really. And it gives you strength, because that's where your strength is. That's the one place that doesn't change in all this constant changing world, and it always will change. That's the one constant, is change. The one thing that doesn't change is the being state, you. That's the one thing that doesn't change. The body changes, the mind changes, the personality changes, the world changes, the weather changes. Everything changes, but that doesn't change, and that's our strength. So by going in the moment, you're tapping into that strength. And then you can bring that strength back into the world and into your own life. So definitely, especially as a busy, wonderful nurse that we need you so much, your angels and you don't get paid enough, and you don't get treated the way you should. Sorry about that, but you're angels. So definitely be in the moment as much as you can. Just you see a lot of stuff, you experience a lot of stuff, so I'm sure you definitely could use those moments. So definitely go into those moments, find your power. It'll come back with you into your whole life and fulfill you and help you. Love you.